Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Jody,
I'm Justin.
and we are Board Game Perspective, and I'm excited for this list because we are doing top 10 new to us games from 2024. So out of all of the games we played last year, we picked out our top 10
New ones.
that were new to us. Between the two of us, we played a total of 92 different games, which I feel like is pretty decent since we now have a toddler and we just have less time. I feel like that's pretty good. You know, I'm not too disappointed about that.
Now you played more than me.
Oh yeah. So I'm the one that probably played 92 different games. You definitely played a lot
I
less.
might have played 40.
No,
45.
I'm pretty sure you played at least half of the games on that list.
All right.
It could be more. I don't know. I didn't really.
We didn't dive into
Who
played
okay. I
what.
should probably start keeping track of. I keep track of plays, but I don't really keep track of all the details of
She
the
doesn't
plays.
keep track of my plays.
No. I just don't necessarily keep track of the players whenever I play a game. I should probably start doing that because that might be a fun stat to look at in the future. We'll see. Anyway, I'm excited because there was some really fun games, and for me, it's a wide range between a crunchy game all the way to light games. I have light games on my list.
I've got a little of everything as well.
You probably don't have crunchy.
Not crazy.
Like
crunchy.
I do. I have some big epic type of feeling games.
Yeah.
But
I like crunchy snacks.
yeah,
not crunchy
but there
games.
were some lighter games that I was really into this year or last year and still like a lot.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised. But let's get right into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's start with number 10. You want to start us off?
So this might be about as crunchy as I get. So we'll see. This is
Okay.
Expeditions in the Scythe world, which, she really had to work hard to get me to play this game because it was Scythe related and I didn't like Scythe.
I told you it was just the world. It's a completely different game.
I liked it. So it definitely made my top 10. I like the expedition. You're exploring and kind of going out into the world and kind of uncovering things.
We love that in games.
Yeah.
That exploration. And this was a good one.
It was really good.
This might have been right off my list. This wasn't on my list.
Okay.
But it's now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it should have been. I don't know. It's if it was maybe 11, 12, 10, 9. It's it was close.
Okay. So it was on mine at number 10. We're not talking about your list yet. It's my list.
Sorry. Well,
Expeditions is number 10 on my list for this year. The new games that we played. So really, really fun game. I like the exploration involved. So it was really great.
Yeah, and it's definitely got a lot of card play. You're tucking cards around your board and stuff, and so it's definitely a lot of cards. But I mean, who doesn't ever want to move a mech? I mean, moving your mech around is just sweet.
Yeah, except when it's in Scythe.
All right, take your game. I mean, my game too, but didn't make my list.
As we covered already.
Okay, so let's start with one of the lighter games that made my top 10. I'm just, guys, I really like push your luck games. And we got Can't Stop here.
Since we're talking about each other's list, this one was just off of mine.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it might have made your list. Because we both really like this game, and this is just a basic press your luck game. And this is an older game, and we finally got to try it last year, and this has just been a hit. I love this. You're just basically rolling dice, making pairs, and the sums of the two pairs, you're trying to move up on these different numbered tracks. Whoever gets the top of 3 of the tracks wins the game, and this is just, if you like push your luck dice rolling games, this is a must. You have to try this one. This is a good one, and I am just surprised this really simple push your luck game made my top 10.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy it.
And yet it stayed off of mine. Funny how the world works.
What is your number 9?
My number 9 is, and we don't have it right here because we've loaned it to a friend, Veil of Eternity.
The Veil of Eternity.
The Veil of Eternity. You told me to say that right before this, and because I don't have it right in front of me, I can't remember the title. So
Can't forget the article V.
The Veil of Eternity, and this is a fun game. We've played this a number of times, and it's cool because your scoring is kind of going on this like rondel kind of thing, and it's first to 60 or something.
I don't know. There's
But
a
you're-
couple game end triggers.
But it's really card driven, and the cards trigger other things, so you're trying to kind of collect all these different cards that are playing off of each other over the course of 10 rounds or first to 60 points, I think was what it was. And so you're kind of trying to figure out, do you play this card or do you hold it and wait a little while to get a different card that it might then multiply that one even more. So it's a fun, interesting kind of game, and the way that you kind of gain resources to then pay for the cards is interesting too, I thought.
Yeah, it's a nice little like tableau builder. We definitely like those, and the art's cool. I knew this was going to be a game that you liked.
Art was cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I
did
knew
like
this was totally up your alley. I liked it too,
Yeah.
but it didn't make my list.
You didn't make my list.
It's like up there with Expeditions, like right off the list. But it's a good game, but it's definitely, I think, a little more geared for you.
Yeah, I found this one pretty enjoyable.
Did you just go pretty?
Pretty
Oh my
enjoyable.
So my number 9 is yet another light push your luck game, and it's a card game. Like I'm one of those that, Voidfall, like these big epic games usually make my list. But this here game,
It's her game.
Flip 7, made my list at number 9. This has been so much fun. It's very
Shiny.
shiny, so I'll move it.
Yeah,
But this is such a good game. Every time we play this with people, like everyone has enjoyed it. Even my parents like this game and their friends. This is not a complex game.
Mm-mm.
You just have cards numbered from 1 to 12, and you're trying to get as many as you can without getting the same number twice. Because if you get the same number twice, then you bust and you lose all your points for the round. But if you can keep going and push your luck, and you get a lot of numbered
7
cards.
cards.
7 is like the max numbered cards that will end the round. Flip 7. But, the more cards you can get, the more points you can get. And it's like first person to 200 points. And there's some few little action cards that might change things up. Like, you might be able to make someone else flip 3 cards in a row. That might make them bust.
Yep.
But this has just been so much fun. I don't think I would ever say no to play this game. This has been a lot of fun.
Really, really
Man,
good.
I really do love push your luck games.
Yeah,
I really do.
they are fun. I know there's another one over there.
Shh. All right. What's number 8 for you?
What is number 8 for me? It is Flip 7.
Okay, there you go.
So I think we both had a pretty similar opinion on this. This was quite entertaining when you've got a bunch of people or a few people, or just when you want to have fun and goof around, and it's a great little game. Push your luck. It makes you feel like you're in Vegas and you're like, hit me again.
Yeah, it's
hit
just,
me
it's
again.
just so much fun. This is a great game.
Yeah. So
Except for that, I think I played it one time where I was just having the absolute worst luck, and I was just like, "Arr."
meh.
But all the other times, it's been fun.
Yeah, so she already talked about Flip 7 literally a few seconds ago. So I will say yes to all of that and agree.
Okay.
It just was one spot higher on my list.
All right. Well, my number Nate. Why do I keep...
Nine, 8.
My
Nate.
number 8. I think I put all of my push your luck games toward the end of the list, apparently, because this is another push your luck game. 3 push your luck games. 10, 9, 8. We are going to be doing Cats in Space
Lamb.
and Malem Space Agency from Rebel Studio. The designer is Reiner Knizia. This is a fantastic game. I love this game. Now, this is cheesy. I don't like the cover. I don't like the name. But if you can go with it. It's the gameplay is so much fun, and I feel like the price point for this game is outstanding for what you get in here. Components wise, gameplay, yeah, it's awesome. You're basically trying to send out your cats in space, your cat astronauts in space on a rocket, see how far they can get. You might want to jump off and early because if you keep going and going and going, it's harder to, not bust. But like you have different abilities on the cats. Like a cat might be able to parachute off or double points of the moon, or there's different things. But this is so much fun. Love it. That is Milim Space Agency. Oh, yeah. So this mat right here is such a nice neoprene mat, and it's gorgeous. I'm very impressed with the production.
Mlam.
All right, what's your 7?
My number 7 is a little bitty game called Scout. This is a fun little card game. It's a little trick-taking game, and I am a big fan of trick-taking games. And this one, you can start either one way or the other way because each card has 2 sides to it, 2 different numbers. And you can decide which way you start, but once you start that way, you can't flip them back over. So you're going to have to think about what you have in your hand before you decide how you're going to proceed. It's a cool game.
Did you say it was a trick-taking game?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a cool little trick-taking game.
Yeah, we finally tried it. I know this has been out for several years, and I know it's been super popular, but we finally got to try it. And I didn't like this one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, a friend of ours, he taught it to us, and then we decided to buy it.
It's a cute little game, and it's definitely fun. We need to play that again. It's been a little while.
Yeah, travels well too. Look at
Yes.
that. Scout.
What number are we on? Oh, 7.
7.
7, we do not own. It is River of Gold, and I really enjoyed that game. That's the one where you're sailing down the River of Gold, stopping off at different locations, and all these different locations correspond to all these different tracks. So there's like a lot of different tracks you can move up on, and you're doing resources, and it's just a lot of fun going down the river, stopping off, getting different goodies, and and like obviously all the players are interacting on this river as you go down. I really like this game, and I feel like the production is great. I feel like this is a good like gateway level, maybe a little bit more, maybe a step above, but like I feel like this is a great, newer to the hobby type of game.
Yeah, it was fun.
You like that one, right?
I liked it. It didn't make my list, but I did.
Oh, it didn't make your list?
No, it did not.
Yeah, that's definitely a good game. Wouldn't mind playing again soon. I really like that one a lot. Definitely check it out, River of Gold.
River of Gold. Okay.
So, number 6?
Moving on to number 6, and we are going to jump into a genre of games that I tend to like, which is a 2-player kind of mano a mano kind of tug of war, who's trying to get the first to this level or whatever. This is Match of the Century, and it is based around the chess match between Spassky and Fischer, I think back in the 70s, 1972. But it's not about chess per se. It's about it's kind of got some of the history that surrounded that entire chess match and U.S. versus Soviet Union, things of that sort.
It's definitely a card-driven game.
It is a very card-driven game, for sure. And you've got your little pawns and your king or whatever, but they don't do anything having to do with chess. They're just markers for different things.
You're battling over like these 4 different arenas, and you're trying to be the first person to get your king to the center of the board.
Yep.
And
and so essentially it's every round that you play, you're playing to basically move your king 1 space, or the other person's going to move their king 1 space.
I'm pretty sure last time we played this, I barely won, and you got so frustrated.
Well, after you were frustrated the entire game, I got frustrated because I lost.
No, hold on. I'm not necessarily frustrated. I'm stressed out.
Yeah, you were stressed.
Because these games stress me out.
Yeah.
Because it's so much of a tug of war. And like, oh my gosh, I don't know what he has. I don't know what he's going to play. What do I play? I don't know.
I love those types of games.
I know you do, and they stress me out.
Yeah.
But I still like them. I don't understand myself.
Yeah, you're weird.
That's a good pick. It's a good one, for sure.
Match of the Century. One that, I don't know if I'll get her to play it with me
Oh,
again.
I will play that game. I like it.
Yeah, if she's ready to be stressed out for about an hour or 2.
I will be stressed out. I like that game.
Match of the century, number
All
6.
right.
What's your number 6?
Mine is Star Wars Unlimited. And definitely been enjoying that game. So pretty much, I haven't really been doing all the collecting, each batch. There's like tons of cards. It's CCG, like a collectible card game. I do have a little more from the first batch, but I'm just getting the starter sets that come out. And I just love those. So
I feel like you get plenty of content in there.
Yeah, but obviously, if you're really into the game and doing like the competitions and all that stuff, obviously you want to build your own deck and get all the special cards or whatever. But I'm just, I'm kind of treating it as like, our Star Wars the deck building game. It's that similar concept, just 2-player game, and those starter decks are good enough.
Yeah.
And you can pick and choose. Oh, do I want to play Luke Skywalker? Do I want to play The Mandalorian? Yeah, and so I think there's been 3 sets that have been released now, so like 6 different characters you can play, decks, and we have fun with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's plenty.
I recently got a new playmat with, it's like the green,
right.
what is it, speeder bike or whatever, like through the
woods
forest.
with the
Ewoks.
Ewoks. Yeah.
It looks so cool. That's like my favorite scene in Star Wars. Anyways, it's a great game. If you don't want to get into the whole collectible thing, I would still recommend just getting like a starter set or 2, and that's a pretty fun game by itself. Just a 2-player card game. That is Star Wars Unlimited. Number 5.
Number 5. We do not own this one, unfortunately. It's a fun game. It's a racing game.
Oh, yes.
It is called Heat. And I like racing
You're
games.
not getting the tiles right. Heat, pedal to the metal.
Heat, pedal to the metal. Okay, so I didn't get the colon, then the rest of the tagline or whatever. But the game is Heat, pedal to the metal, and it is a great racing game where I feel like the stuff that's in it is pretty accurate, and how you have to upshift, downshift, brake to go into a turn or things like that, and accelerate really fast to go down a straightaway or whatever. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic game. I've only played it once, twice.
I don't remember how many times I played it. If we don't own it, a friend owns it, so whenever we played it with them.
Yeah, I think it was just once or twice, but it was really, really good. I know that a lot of other people have liked it as well.
Yeah, it's a very popular game.
So,
I'm surprised that you like. I thought you might like it, but I was surprised you liked it that much. You like it more than me.
I like racing themes. I think it was easy for me to kind of get into and play and just enjoy it.
And of course, a great production because it's Days of Wonder.
Also, there's lots of different maps that you can play, or lots of different race courses.
I don't know if there's like lots out yet. I know there's some. I know there's like at least 1, maybe 2 expansions. Yeah. Like there's a raining one that has a different map and stuff.
Yeah, but I think there were at least like 4 different race courses or something.
Maybe,
like
yeah,
that.
I don't remember.
So there's variety there, and it's just a good time.
Is this a game that you would like to own?
Potentially.
Because you can't get that game. It's out there.
It's out there. Hey, okay.
We'll keep that in mind. We'll see.
Keep it in mind.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
Heat. Pedal to the metal, number 5.
Mine is going to be doing Bees in Space with...
What a weird theme.
Apiary. Oh, but it works for me. It works for me.
I don't know which is a weirder theme. Cats in space or bees in space? Bees fly, so I guess that makes it.
I just like anything in space. I like space-themed games. I just love the space aesthetic in games, of space games. I just like...
Dark and empty.
No, it's like vibrant colors of planets and stars, and I love space. Anyway, this is Apiary. You have your little bee workers, and you're going around trying to build out your hive. And that's another thing. Another reason why I really like this game is I like getting tiles to put in your hive. Obviously I like worker placement games, but I like kind of tile placement stuff where you're kind of building out hives, and of course, like, every time you use your worker, the value changes, and this is just a fun game. It's been a little while. I would not mind playing it again. You played this, right? You were like so-so on it?
I was so-so.
Well, I really enjoyed it, and I definitely would be down to play it again. It's Apiary.
Apiary.
From Stonemaier Games.
All right. Well,
4.
number 4.
What is yours?
Bees in space to cats in space.
Ooh, Malim.
Give me my limb. My limb. So
Alright.
Jody does not like the name. I love the name. I say it over and over.
Can't stand it.
It is amazing. Okay, so push your luck and dice rolling and trying to figure out which cat you want to put on the rocket for that round because you're trying to reach this particular level on the whole thing, and there's just a lot of different things to kind of shoot for because there's like your individual cats have their own things that they're gonna help you gain more points. You have like these markers along the way that you're trying to get to that might get you different points or abilities, and then you've got like the overall.
What do you mean markers?
The markers that we put out there that if you land on them, then
Oh yeah, that's like a little. Yeah, I forgot what those were called.
there's little bonuses or
Yeah,
something.
little bonuses.
And then there's like the overall bonuses for if you get this number of
Planets or moons or whatever. There's
or you
different- there's
get
different
3 cats
objectives.
on one planet or whatever, something like
Yeah.
that. I feel like there's a lot to like in this, and as Jody mentioned earlier, the aesthetic of the mat is
Oh, the box says, I just saw cosmic mat inside.
mat.
It's cosmic.
No, the mat is really cool, and just kind of seeing it go up. It's a really fun game, and there's that constant that push your luck feeling that we get. That's just a lot of fun.
It's such a good game. You guys
So-
definitely should check this one out.
So Malim Space Agency.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on to my number 4, and we're gonna deal with some polyominoes and some wonders in World Wonders. This is a fantastic game. I love building this out. It is so much fun being able to see what wonders are available and trying to get those, and you will build a lot of different wonders on your board, and it is just fun trying to figure out the spaces to put them. And oh, I really want that one. That's a cool looking one. I want that on my map. It's just fun. I don't even care if I win or lose, whatever. It is just fun putting all these different monuments. And there's an expansion with more monuments. I wouldn't mind getting that just because it is so much fun to have all these different monuments to place out. And you're just building out with polyominoes, different tiles, and you got roads to connect everything. This has been so much fun. I've been kind of itching to play this one again soon.
Yeah. So I'm itching to play it as well. And your number 4 is my number 3.
I was wondering. We're moving right on to number 3. Okay.
We have to because it's
Okay.
right here. It's
Okay.
right here.
All right. Here we
So
go.
World Wonders is definitely my number 3, and you know that polyomino is kind of my deal, and just kind of world history and different world things around the world, culture and monuments and all that kind of stuff is interesting to me. So seeing these monuments get built on your board
It's so cool.
is really pretty sweet. So
Yeah, I forgot to say this one includes 21 wooden wonder miniatures. So they're not just tiles, they're actual wooden miniatures of these wonders. So that's
but you said there's an expansion too that includes more
wonders.
more wonders, more of those wooden miniatures. So so there's even more content that you can play in with this kind of stuff, but just a really cool game, and obviously the gameplay I liked, but then your end result didn't matter whether you win or lose.
Yeah, it's so
everybody's
cool.
board looks looks super cool.
I mean, who doesn't want to have this big, what is that, Machu Picchu?
Yeah, Machu Picchu.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Or the pyramids.
Yeah, there was a lot of different cool things.
World Wonders, that's my number 3.
Okay, my number 3 is Dice Realms. Finally got this off the shelf, and I really enjoy this. You're just building an empire of dice. This game lets you customize your dice. You're literally, with a little tool included, changing the die faces, and you're trying to do upgrades, and there's some simultaneous play, and I really enjoy this. I know you are not liking the look of this at all, but I think you might like it.
She's convinced that I will like
Yes.
this. I haven't played it yet.
You need to try it one time because you like deck building games. This has similar feelings, but it's with dice. You're like trying to upgrade, and you can possibly get some more dice. You just have to make sure you can feed all the dice. But I mean, there are trays of different die faces. So there is a lot of replayability in this game because, I mean, you're not going to use all the different kinds of die faces every time. There's just, yeah, I really enjoy this game. So you are just rolling your dice. You can possibly reroll one die, resolve any attacks. Then you all collect grain and victory points, spend your coins, and then you can upgrade your dice, swapping in new die faces. And then you do all that again. It's just a lot of fun. I really like this one a lot. Alrighty, number 2.
Number 2. So we are going to Japan to play White Castle. This is
A Devere game.
Devere game. I love this game. I absolutely love this game. I think a lot of it's the aesthetic. I like how it looks. I also think that I really enjoy the restraint that it puts on you. You literally have 9 moves in the whole game. Turns. 9 turns, which might include more than one move. But so you really have to think through what you're wanting to do. What's going to work best and in what order to maximize each turn. Oh man, and you're kind of constantly in your head like, oh, I really want to do that, but I could also do that, and that might help me do this later, and just kind of trying to figure out how to piece it all together.
Yeah, so you definitely got
good.
some, you're dropping dice from the bridge, and you're doing some dice placement. And yeah, I love this too because this is also my number 2. So we tied up here on number 2's, the White Castle. This is a fantastic game. I'm really interested in trying this expansion, the matcha expansion, because it adds like a whole bottom part in the board. It gives you green dice, so I think you're gonna have more turns. Yes, I believe. I'm interested in trying it because this is such a good game. I really like this one a lot. Yeah, for all the things you said, you're just
the puzzle of it and trying to piece it together.
But it's definitely one of those things where I want to do everything, but with 9 turns, you just can't do everything. And like I had angst inside. I'm like, oh, I want to do it all. But it's just it's a great game. Yes.
Yeah. White Castle.
Yep.
Love it.
Needs a bigger box though.
It does.
No.
It does. All right.
Number 1.
We're moving on to number 1, and this is another one of those that makes Jody kind of a little crazy. This is Hanama Koji.
Oh my god.
This is a card game, and this is one of those where you kind of have to get into the other person's head, and you kind of have to know what they're thinking and figure out what they're thinking, and you can even kind of bluff them a little bit if they're it's a mind game as much as anything. and because you're trying to convince them that you're going to play this card or that you have this card, but you're really playing this card, and that's exactly what it is. It's a mind game, and I love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely
it's been a little while. I'm trying to remember. It's one of those where I'm frustrated, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But what is it? You're trying to like play cards of these different geishas and trying to like get the most or something. I can't remember.
You're trying to claim the geisha by having more of that type of card versus the opponent having.
Gotcha.
So if you end up with 2 cards for that geisha, they have 1, then you win that geisha.
And wasn't there like different ways to get the cards? Like you pick one or you pick 2 and you give one to the other player. Like there's different like
every round you have.
Like
it was like 4 or 5 different moves, and so. Each move is a specific thing that you have to do. Whether it's you lay down 2 and the other person can pick one.
My gosh.
I can't remember exactly what they were.
Yeah, it was something like that, but it was just like on my brain.
So that's why it's like a mind game, because you're like you're playing this hoping or thinking that, oh, they might need this, so they're going to take that. But I really have this in my hands still that I'm going to play later. I love those types of games.
I know you really enjoy them. I am so frustrated. I still like the game. I just don't understand myself. Like I have to calm down after these games, but it's a good one.
So good.
I'm not surprised that that's your number one.
So good. Hanamakoji.
As with most of our lists, you can definitely tell our different gamer type of games, especially by our number one, because mine is a big epic game.
Oh, jeez, here we go. It's funny because White Castle was number 2 for both of us.
Clash of Cultures Monumental Edition. So if you can kind of tell,
you can fit about 40 of these into here.
Yeah, this is like a beefy old game. It's got miniatures, but this is like an awesome civilization type of game. And I love this because I'm having to come over here because the box is so big. Excuse me.
Encroaching on my space.
I'll just cover you.
Yeah,
there,
well,
that's
just
better.
do that.
That's better.
That's all better. Can't even see me.
So, everyone has their own player board with these different ways to like do upgrades of technology and stuff. And oh man, I love that. And of course you have landscapes out there and you got units out and you're doing different buildings. This version has 350 miniatures. So you're exploring lands, building your cities, advancing your civilization. This is just so much fun. I have been actually, oh my gosh, I want to play all these games because they're all so fun. But I've definitely been wanting to play this game again soon. And I cannot wait. This is totally up my alley.
I have not played this.
Yeah, you're not going to play it. This is not your type of game. I thankfully have some friends that are kind of into these types of games. The epic game of empire building. I mean, growing up, I didn't play a whole lot of games, especially a whole lot of like computer video games. But one of my favorites was Age of Empires, which is that civilization building. It's like a real-time civilization building game. But I love those types of things. And this is, gives me some vibes of, civilization building. And it's great. I love this game so much. But, so, let us know, what type, are you more of...
Are you a Clash of Cultures or are you a Hanamakoji?
Which one are you? We are very different, although we did have multiple, how many crossovers did we have?
Or do you land somewhere where we're both at number 2 and we like the same thing, so who knows?
We had 1, 2, 3, was it 4? It was 4?
Let's see, World Wonders, Malem, Flip 7, yeah.
I think it
White
was...
Castle, yeah. 4?
4, something like that. Which is pretty good, because we are pretty different gamers.
Yeah.
So there was...
But we definitely find some common ground in certain areas.
Yeah, there's definitely...
I think Push Your Luck is one.
Yeah, we both really like Push Your Luck games.
And there you have it. Hanamakoji, number 1.
And Clash of Cultures, Monumental Edition. Which games out of this entire list caught your attention the most? Do let us know. And if you found this video fun and you're still here, you could help us out by clicking that subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated. But guys, until next time, we will see you later.